If you teach group fitness classes, you've probably have had some epic fail classes that you've taught. I've been there myself. I've been teaching for over 25 years, and we all have our bad days. Sometimes it's not even anything that we can control, but we leave the class feeling kind of defeated and beat up. How do you bounce back from that? How do you build your confidence back up so that way you don't want to quit? You want to still keep teaching, but it can be hard. So I'm going to share with you in this video my 3 strategies for kind of turning the tables and really bouncing back after a bad class. I'm Christine Gallagher DeFilippis, and I've been teaching for 25 years now, leading a variety of formats, and I've also trained hundreds of instructors around the world to be their best and to be the best instructor that they can be. Now, these strategies have helped myself, and I hope they'll help you as well to bounce back. Because let's face it, we've had classes that you're just not on top of your game, you're just not at your best, and it's hard to kind of feel confident and keep going and go back the next day and not let that kind of shake you and rattle you. So I'm going to share with you 3 strategies in this video. First, you have to accept that you're going to have bad classes. We're not perfect. Sometimes it's not even within our control, stuff that happens in the class. So just accept it. Know that it's going to happen and just tell yourself, yeah, it sucked today. Today was really bad, but tomorrow's another day. And really accept before going in that you're going to have your bad days. So try not to be so hard on yourself. Second, you have to quickly shift. So it's fine to accept that you're not going to have perfect classes, but you can't let yourself be, drugged down and just feeling like wallowing in like, oh, I'm such a bad instructor. Oh, that was so bad. You need to immediately shift and learn. So take any class that you've kind of bombed or you haven't done so well in, and you're going to ask yourself a series of questions. Ask yourself, what can I learn about myself? What can you learn about your own teaching abilities? Maybe your preparation was a little off. Then ask, what can you learn about your students? Maybe what you thought the level of your students is different than what it actually is. Maybe you had a mixed crowd that day. Also, your environment that you're teaching in. Maybe you weren't prepared for, one of the speakers to blow out or the microphone not to work. You can also try to focus on what of those things can you change later. Now, there's always going to be some things that are beyond your control, but even say, for instance, the microphone, if the microphone breaks, you need to be prepared to teach without it. So the more prepared you are for your classes, the better equipped you're going to be able to handle these crisis situations. Now, learning about yourself, learning about whether or not you were prepared enough, maybe you didn't get a good night's sleep the night before. I've had my times where I wasn't feeling so well, so when I went in to teach the next day, that may play a role in how effective I am as an instructor. So really learn and then figure out what of those things you can change in the future. And finally, you need to take action steps. Now, I mentioned things that you can change for your future classes. Absolutely, take a couple action steps. Maybe become more prepared. Maybe you did choreography that you just made up a routine in the car, and when you got to class it didn't work. Well, that really never works. So maybe you need to go back and know your music a little bit better. Maybe you need to better plan out your sequences so that way it fits and it flows better. Again, take some action steps. Take some time, either that day or the next day before your next class, to better prepare and just up-level your skills as an instructor. But I also want you to take some action steps that have nothing to do with improving your teaching skills. We need to do some things that'll just raise our energy, lift our spirits, and just improve our overall mood. So maybe it's going to coffee with a friend. Maybe it's going and getting a mani-pedi or shopping for a new outfit for class. Do some things that are going to make you feel better, that are just going to make you more energized and improve your mood. Because when we are feeling beat up after a class, we really do need to do some things to lift our energy, not just in preparing and learning and knowing, okay, I'm not going to do this next time, but get your mood out of the gutter, lift it up, and make yourself feel better. Do something within the next couple hours of your class to make yourself feel better. If not, just within that same day. And again, take a couple more action steps to improve. Now know that teaching group fitness isn't really about you. It's about serving those that come to your class. So it's really easy for us to kind of make it about ourselves. And when we fail, we first beat ourselves up. But it's not about us. Just be the best that you can be. Accept that you're going to have your bad days. Always be working to improve. But go in with the attitude of being of service to others. Share your passion. Be of service. And I'm sure your next class is going to be far greater than the one that you just had. If you like this video, be sure to give it a thumbs up. And share it with someone that may not be having the best day today as a fitness instructor. We all need to support each other and lift each other up and be the best that we can be. And I always love your comments below. If you want to share some of your strategies for when you have some bad days, I'd love to read about them below. And I'll see you in the next video.